Hello, I'm Raul Salinas, and today I'll be discussing my opinion on whether Texas is operating as a democracy or not. Merriam-Webster defines democracy as a government in which the supreme power is vested in the people and exercised by them directly or indirectly through a system of representation usually involving periodically held free elections. Now, before I state my opinion, I'd like to first look at a definition, also by Merriam-Webster, that describes democracy as the absence of hereditary or arbitrary class distinctions or privileges. Because of these definitions and my research that I'll get to shortly, I believe that Texas does not fully operate as a democracy. Now, I say not fully because Texas does technically operate as a democracy, but it is a state that places restrictions on its voters, for example, obstructive voter ID laws that could severely hinder the voice of, among others, minorities. Lauren Uveras, a postdoctoral fellow at the Institution for Urban Policy Research and Analysis, states in an article titled "Why Texas Isn't Really a Democracy" that studies show voter ID laws, such as the one in Texas, keep people from the polls. She also states that researchers at the University of Wisconsin and Rice University have found that in states with voter ID restrictions, even those who have the accepted forms of ID often don't turn out to vote due to the misunderstandings of the law. Furthermore, in the article, Lauren Uvetta states that in Texas, the NAACP estimates that more than 500,000 voters of color are restricted from voting by the state's voter ID restrictions. In the press release on their website, the NAACP states that the Texas voter ID law is intentionally discriminatory. Texas has worked hard for a long time to muffle the voices of minority voters through this form of obstructive and restrictive policymaking. And for those reasons, I believe that Texas does not fit the definition for a democracy because of its hereditary or arbitrary class distinctions or privileges.